I kind of actually did like it for a silly reason.
Hey. Dang, man. We already have people. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
that's us.
21 people looking. What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing
Wow.
tonight?
So, hey, Jimmy, you
Yes,
see
sir.
on the down below where it says post a comment
Yes,
on the
sir.
bottom right? You see where that little drop down is? Click that and click your profile.
Okay.
Hey, Richard, Zach, Dan, what is going on, dude? How do we have 23 people? We just started. We ain't had 23 people since we've been doing this thing.
Because they missed us.
Right? Hey, Steve Herman, we talked about looking at those documents, man. I need to figure out a way. I guess I need your email, man. You ought to message me your email so I can send it to you. Hey, Ronnie.
How's everybody doing tonight? I hear a little bit of feedback from Billy.
From me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it can't be.
My mic feeding back into yours.
Huh. Wonder. Have you got Facebook on?
Oh. Yeah, I turned mine down. Test. Maybe that was it. I turned it down a little bit. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. Hey, Richard Pisani. I need that money, man. I need that movie star money.
Right? Absolutely.
Right? So far, it's it cost.
Dominic Williams. What's up, Bubba?
Right. So, Jason Roy. Jason used to have a big old Mats band. Did you ever meet Jason when you're down here?
I don't think so.
He had that white Mats van.
I've seen
videos. He sold
it,
but I think that was 918s or 618s. I think it was 918s. I don't remember. It's pretty brutal. A white van, yeah.
Ready to get this built together so I can get. Well, Ronnie, come on. We're ready for that too as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw Ronnie's doing like 612s in a blow through. Saw it on WOBT the other day.
It's definitely, if it's the build I think it is, it's kind of getting pretty neat. I know, right, Ronnie? I had to turn it down, though. It was echoing a little bit.
So I have some good news for everybody. Everybody that still needs to get trophies. I'm leaving in the morning and going to pick up baskets from Kickers. Kip got in touch with me last week, but I couldn't get there and back last week before we had a show on Saturday. So I'm leaving early in the morning, going to Stillwater to pick up some baskets. So we'll finally finish out those trophies. My God. I appreciate the patience, but man, it made me feel bad.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah, man.
Hey, everybody.
So I should, I wonder, man, 8 in a blazer.
You could pull it up and externally share that.
What's that?
I said you could pull that up and externally share his blazer if you could see it.
Which blazer? I don't have photos of that one. But I saw David Baker's, and I have photos of his.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let me see if I can do this without messing this up. How I could do it. I could just remember where I put those pictures. Always that. Right?
You have such a long database there.
Well, I've been
Antonio Ortiz.
Just in the last little bit, I've been moving them all to where they were a little bit more easy to get to.
Hey, I got a question to ask you, and I'll just throw it out online. I don't care. How do I get Term Lab to talk?
Yeah. So I don't have it open, but it's in. I probably have to open it up to look at it, but it's in one of those off menus.
Because that's one thing I do like about another organization. When the competitors come up there, it says, like Antonio's, it always says, it calls his name out. And instead of saying his name right, it always says Ortiz, Antonio Ortiz.
I don't know if you remember when I came up there, but I was playing with that, and you can type in a sponsor message, if you will. Every time somebody runs, whatever you type in there, it'll say. So like I used to put in there, if you can't run with the big dogs, stay on the porch or something like that, You'll
have to show me how to do that because I want to be able to do that.
It's not very difficult at all. Okay. But I tell you what, you do have to have another like printer cable. No, you probably don't. Yes, you do, because you have speakers and a mixer, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But I don't have that. I don't have an HDMI port or anything on my mixer.
You don't have a little USB port? Bet you do.
Mixer.
No port at all.
It's all jacks on the top.
Okay, well, it may go through there, but I have to attach mine on the back of it. I have a little spot, not on top, but in the back.
I'll have to look at it. I don't think I have that part, but we'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not hard to do. Not hard to do. I'm sure we can get it done. I don't use it simply because everybody else uses it.
That's actually not a bad idea.
What's that? What's not a bad idea?
I just posted it on the screen there.
Oh, okay.
For next year's finals. Outsource them, Billy.
Outsource the trophies?
Yes. Do some acrylic laser hood cut props for finals trophies. That's what Jason Brewer said.
That we'll be able to do for sure. But man, let me tell you, those trophies are about $3,000, and me and another guy, the labor was free, in other words. Can you imagine what they would have cost? I sublimated stuff for him all year long in trade for him helping me do those trophies. I did the woodwork for the most part. He covered them for the most part. He designed them too. He designed them. It was his idea. Those trophies that are so cool was his idea, Amazing. So, yeah. But can you imagine if I had to pay somebody to do that?
I'm jealous, actually, that I didn't get one of them trophies.
Right.
I'm not going to lie. I might have to put my vehicle in the lanes.
Right.
I said I wasn't going to, but I might have to.
Let's see here.
Are we going to have a demo dominator at finals?
We need to. We need to.
Then Dan would beat me, so that doesn't play well.
So
0.5 millimeter TP.
I did find some photos from the weekend, but I haven't gone through them.
I sent you some photos too, I believe. Well, I don't know if I sent you photos from this weekend or not. Actually, I think Mama took all the photos this weekend and put them online, actually, now that I think about that. It's hard because I play music off of my phone and Bluetooth it.
Right. Well, I tell you where I've been trying different cameras. I got a new camera, told you about that. So the pictures I just found on the computer come from that camera, but I also took some from my phone. But where I'm starting to mess up is I'm taking a lot of video because I've been trying to work on our little commercial, right? And so I'm not taking as many photos. So I don't have as many photos. But I mean, I could if I weren't lazy. could pull it up in Adobe and roll the video and then pull the steel out of it.
Shot them through there, yeah.
But that's some
That's a lot of
time.
work too.
Yeah.
Learning Base Wars finals. Yes, I'm actually kind of curious about that, Rob. But it's
What's
still
that?
in the works. Rob asked about Base Wars
Yeah.
finals.
So he and I were talking about it. I don't think we're gonna get one pulled off by October.
I think we should do it at Rob's house. He's not that far away.
Well, right.
Could you imagine all the competitors at poor Rob's house? He would kill us.
I think
Or his wife would.
if it's like it was last year, he could definitely hold that at his house. He could. It's big enough, and it'd be really cool there too. But so he and I were talking. We're gonna do that Collars call out again on in March sometime, right?
Yes.
And
I will
so
not be booking a show that day. I will go to that show. I promise that and Sundown.
well, actually, what we're talking about is if we do a finals in that time frame, maybe doing it at that show. So you would definitely be stuck running finals up there somewhere.
Well,
Yeah.
Tegan is like finals in Sioux City.
Right.
I mean, I definitely
Right.
have a couple people in a couple of spots.
Yeah.
Tegan and all them, and I think there's like 6 or 7 of the other guys that work with him, Paul Nacer and all them. They're the guys that throw the 712 boom and
Right. Yeah.
the boom timber one is, or the boom timber, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It would be pretty central for our southern people. We have some that would come from Louisiana. It's 3 or 4 hours for them. Still, the guys in South Florida, they would still have to drive a lot to get even to Rob's place. But if we can find some way to get them interested, it may be worth it. Some of them drove up for this show, and it wasn't even a finals. Yeah,
you see what
yeah,
Devin
they're in
did?
the end of March, I think.
Yeah. See, and that's kind of our biggest snag right now is we're trying to make sure that we're not throwing it in the same month as any others, because we don't want you to have to choose. That's it in a nutshell.
I really want to do October in the norm. On the norm, we'll do October, but we got Midwest, right?
October won't work for us. I mean, I will lose a decent chunk of my competitors because they'll go to Midwest over our shows.
Well, maybe right now, but I'm not saying put it on the same weekend. You know, there's 4 weekends in October. So
I know, but he holds his at the end of the month. That's all I'm going to say.
So maybe we just go towards the beginning.
Maybe if we go in the beginning, that'll give them enough time to be able to get their stuff ready for the other organizations.
Yeah. March would be okay, but man, we get rain. And unless we have a place that has covering, it's just tough. The last time we got lucky, it was supposed to rain on us all day. We set up in the rain and then it quit, and we were free all day. But that wasn't what was supposed to happen. But another year or two, and I'm going to quit dodging all these.
It's really iffy down here as well, too, though. I mean, March, April, it's the rainy season for us as well, too. So we got real lucky.
It's dangerous. That's right.
Yeah, we have beautiful
Unless we have covering, it's dangerous.
Yes, sir. I really honestly think we need to think about just doing it in one central location, Bartle Hall in Kansas City.
Yeah, I remember doing that back when I judged for USAC, right?
Could you imagine going back to Bartle Hall where we all started from? Well, not all of us, I'm sorry, but a lot of us started going to Bartle Hall. That's where finals used to be, was Bartle Hall, because, I mean, truthfully, Missouri, Kansas is the center of the state.
It's the center of the country, yeah. That's the reason Ralph Randall moved there, you know?
I'm working on a 70 by 300 building for my events.
I would think that it would be very cool if we could get big enough to have a show there.
Well, I know Denny Eddy is actually talking to some people at Bartle Hall with the KC showdowns.
Mhm.
And I don't know. We'll see if he's able to pull a show off there. Maybe we can figure something else out. Figure
Right.
out what he did, how he
There's a
did.
lot of rules in there, though, man. I remember we had to have little to no gas in the vehicle.
Yeah,
Cars couldn't run. I mean, we could crank them up to do our test, but that was it.
that was it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they only allowed you certain testing times, and yeah, it was pretty bad. I remember that.
I mean, still was cool. It was cool because we were inside and didn't have to worry about the weather. You know. Yeah.
It's definitely in the works, and I mean, I can't say for Billy, but we're still trying to figure out if we're just going to do one big one or keep it like it was last year and him and me.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll have to be like it was last year, man. Like center of the country would be the spot to do it, but you take somebody driving from Miami. What is that? That's what I don't even know how many hours that is.
I'm guessing like
That's a lot.
16-hour drive, 17-hour drive, but you know,
From where?
from Miami, I'm guessing.
Oh no,
16
no, no,
hours.
no. It would be like a 25, 30-hour drive, I would think.
Ouch.
Yeah. From Mississippi, it's
Well, from
10, 12 hours.
for me to Mississippi, it's a 13-hour drive if I don't stop.
There would be a different little route, but you got to add another 12 hours to that to get to Miami pretty easy. So that's like going to Vegas for us, halfway across the country. Yeah,
30 hours
I'm a
from
Farmers
Miami.
fan. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty crazy. And yes, we will be at Vegas
Ooh.
show this year.
Yeah. See, look, 30 hours, man. That's
Yeah, I seen that.
I can't even ask somebody to do that. Right?
Cocoa Beach to me is 24 hours. Ouch.
Yeah. Now,
I know,
if people
I
wanted to have it in Miami, that's a different story.
Right?
We could all make some sacrifices. We'd have it in Miami.
I'd have to fly out there, definitely. But yeah, we can make it happen one way or another.
Right? Yeah, I like South Florida, man. Oh, I want to be there so bad.
I've never seen the ocean besides the muddy Mississippi.
Man, that's just harmful to your health, man.
I know.
Oh,
Well,
Maybe.
last year when I was down there, this year when I was down there, I was supposed to come see you, hang out, and do some other things, and it never happened. By the time
Right.
the show was over, I was done. My wife was done. I had to go back with my dogs. There was no way possible.
right. Let me pour some salt on that wound right quick.
Right? Yes, I got a windshield, Tommy. That was replaced the same week I came back. Mama don't play. You know that.
So this is the one that I had for you to take home.
Who's that one? Lenny Yakanova,
Right?
seat champion. Oh, shit. He wants that one, too.
Yeah. It's been sitting here for a little while. Jimmy's gonna pick it up for you, bring it to you, but I think
Ouch. Jimmy got a little sun beat and had to go back to my dogs. That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah, that was funny.
say. Billy, I still need my second plate. Yes, Tommy. He's got a list of everybody that needs their trophies, and if you
Oh, yeah.
didn't listen to it, the podcast earlier, he is going to get the rest of the baskets that he needs this week, and he
I
will
think-
be getting them
I
all
think
out.
he's talking about another one though.
No, I think Tommy is actually talking about his finals trophy.
Oh, I bet it's downstairs too. Bet
Maybe.
it's downstairs too. But
So,
we will have this remedied soon. I'm
Very
so
good.
excited. Right?
well, I'm kind of excited about the new news that we have to share.
I don't know if I should be excited or kind of scared about it, but so what he's talking about is we're gonna the music classes that we have. Now you're gonna be able to put that in the kit.
No more people holding the meter and holding it wherever you want to.
Right. You can put it. Well, let me say this: you don't have to put in a kick. We're just going to do it like the other classes, wherever
Like
you
the
want.
purple glasses. You can put it on the window, the kick, anywhere you
Anywhere
want
in front
to.
of front seats. Yeah. Yeah. We have we starting to have people do these classes, and the people that's holding the meter tapping out. It's happened about 4 times so far. And the one time I did it in old Jason Biggie's vehicle, I would have tapped out if I could, but nobody could see me. I couldn't get out.
I love Jason. Jason will definitely put a hurting on you for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It was but anyway, so some other people have gone through that too. But that messes up everything for the guys running the class. It makes it to where they ain't got no voltage left, this and that,
Mm-hmm. So basically what he's saying, and I'm sorry, but there will be nobody holding the mic no more, period. As
if
of
they
now,
want to do it for fun, that's on them, but prefer you don't do it.
as well, and see that will actually hurt your score, I believe.
Yeah.
If somebody's holding the mic, you're not going to get as good a score as putting it on in the kicker on the windshield. So
Right.
from now on, you will be able to put the mic anywhere you want to in all of our music classes.
I have to tweak here a little bit. So what do you guys think about that?
Ronnie, I love the kick.
Well, so the reason for those classes were, for one, was to try and get the people that just want a demo involved, and two, to get the crowd involved, right? But
in the port.
in the port, right?
No, it's not going in the port for music classes. That's what Port Wars is for. You could play music or a burp in that. There's no different, or there's no nothing that says that you can't, I should say. 12, 15 straight to the dome. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, also, I was going to tell you guys that I did throw a rough draft of a rule book out. Those of you that have been asking for it. It's really not a rule book. It's really a guidebook. The only rule we have is where the meter's got to go, where the sensor's got to go. But
John, no, it is anywhere you want to, as long as it's in the front seat. Or in front of the seat, sorry.
Yeah, in front of the front seat location.
It doesn't matter. You can put it to the center of the windshield. You can hang it from your rear view mirror. You can do anything you want. We don't care.
Right.
As long as it's in front of the seat.
The only kicker about that is that if your enclosure goes in front of the B pillar, you have to put it on the glass.
Yes.
It's the only rule we have. Well, yeah, pretty much.
Thanks, Clint. I know he worked really hard on that. There was a lot of typing.
Forever.
So many rules, so much.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's mistakes, but so far nobody's told me about one. I know it's coming. Right?
I actually got a laugh off of it. Me and my wife were looking at it last night. It was like, rules. There's only one in there.
Right. Yeah.
So that was actually pretty funny. Wherever your car is the loudest. Yeah, right. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Jeremy,
we had to put some stipulation on it. I mean, or else everybody would just be playing Port Wars,
Yeah, well, and I've had them people that's asked me, well, what about if I round a port and bring it all the way up to the mic? I mean,
So actually, if you looked in that rule book, I said that if it appears that you're ported towards the mic, the judge will put it where he likes. Pretty much is the way I said it.
I'm gonna put it on the back window because you
right. Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. We still have the hot seat. It's included in that.
Yeah, but I mean, we had this discussion earlier. How can you call it the hot seat if no one's sitting in it, though?
Right. That's true. May have to give it another name.
I think we should keep it the hot seat and just leave it as it is. People got to sign a waiver before you do it.
They do that when they sign the registration form.
I mean, what else can we ask for?
Yeah. So I know you don't know, Jimmy, but John Kent that's commenting, he runs most of those shows that I do down in Florida. He
I don't
does
actually see
the
comment.
the Made of Steel show, the Florida State Finals, and I don't have them all memorized, but he does about 4 shows down there, and he's going to be helping Jason with the Seaport Showdown there in
I think you might need to go to your Facebook and
Savannah.
put it on the chats like you told me to, because I don't actually see that. I'm only seeing Jeremy, Tegan, and Jason and them other guys, but I'm not seeing John's comment.
You don't see John Kent's comment?
No, sir.
Huh.
Let me see. No, not at
His
all.
is right
Oh,
under
there it is.
Jason.
Yeah, way up there. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's been a while. It's been a
Yeah.
while. Yeah.
You said anywhere but oh yeah. Actually, I'm sorry. I did see that.
I know you don't know this guy Tegan, but he also runs his shows up north. I'll hook you up with him sometime.
Yeah, I'd like to actually meet him. I think he's pretty good. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that one. I couldn't even spit that all the way out. Love Tegan. He's a good guy.
Yeah. So man, what's it? How do you feel, Jimmy? Be back on Facebook, man.
I'm actually excited about it. You know, hopefully we'll get across a little bit more broad span of variety, you know, between YouTube and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that are not following you or me, but they're following Base Wars, they'll be able to interact again as well. And I think that's kind of where even though I hate to say it, it hindered us a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it did. I hate it too. I'm not going to leave YouTube because of what Facebook did to me. So F them for that. But but we're going to stay on YouTube.
Absolutely. Right. The ban has been lifted. Absolutely, Bobby.
Yeah. So Devin, we got some help coming with that. I think Steve is going to be able to help us out with that. I don't know for sure. He's going to look at it. We got a couple other people looking at it. It's just spreadsheets. And I could go create one, but it's so much work to have to redo all the time. I'm just not going to do it unless it looks like we're going to fall short, and then I will do it. But I only really have to do it once. Possible.
We got the Mr. Loud Joe Price himself in here.
Right? He's got a new name, though.
Hi, New York.
What is the new name? What's the company name?
Actually, I don't know. Don't call me out on
Loud
that.
Something. It's Loud. Something to do with Loud.
What's your new company name, Joe? Your box design company.
Noisy. Yeah, Noisy. I knew something to do with Noisy Boy Labs. It's a cool name.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we talked about the new rule or the unrule. Actually, we kind of took a rule away because it was technically a rule that somebody had to hold it. Now we don't have a rule again. We need to come up with some more rules so we can make some more people happy.
A rule.
People like rules.
You have to be nice to the judge that is running the show and make sure they stay well dehydrated.
Yeah, man, that might be a good rule.
That's a decent rule because you know when
Mama could be $30 plus a drink.
Yeah, when Mama's sitting back there typing all that stuff, she gets hot, and she got to listen to my mouth out front. Yeah, that's not fair. She deserves a drink.
Right. So, Devin, the trunk cars can run into no wall classes.
Yep. Absolutely, it's totally
trunk cars can run in the, and I call it open now, like the Stealth, Savage, all those classes, the normal ones we had. I call them the open. But so a trunk can run in those. They can run in the trunk and in the no wall. And then, I never do have the score sheet handy, but So basically, if you guys look at it, the score sheet on the left side is all classes that your systems define you. But on the right side is like going to the gas station. Well, okay, for you guys anyway, backwards. But the right side is like if you go into the gas station and you can choose a Snickers or choose a Butterfinger or whatever. Those are just pick and choose.
Absolutely.
The left side of it, it places you there. I may have didn't give Jordan the memo. All right.
So, speaking about Jordan, I desperately need your help, Jimmy Pittman. Message me. I got you in New York. I don't know what you need, Bubba, but I got you. How much should be a sponsor for show, and how does that work? That's actually a really good question.
Yeah. So I've been working on like a little sponsor packet, but let me give you the bad news, okay? As I really want to be fair to anybody that would sponsor, and I would like a sponsor because I mean, we need money too, right? But so take the tag plates for example. We put 70 around 70 of them on the table. So if we print those with a logo on it, I mean, and now the tag plates have really gone up. I've been trying to outsource finding a better spot for them. But anyway, man, tag plates cost pretty much about $350 for a set, right? So, man, it's hard for me to stomach somebody paying $350 and us using 20, 30 of those plates and then throwing the rest away. So unless it's like an ongoing thing, I don't know how I can do that. But I'm trying to come up with a way. I've thought about a sponsorship for this right here, this live, a sponsorship for the tag plates. Kicker sponsors this on the tents a lot of times, every time so far. So, and then we're talking about getting some more of them. That's kind of expensive too. But I had sat down and wrote down several different ways to get some, that we could offer a sponsorship for people.
Yeah, because me and him's had this conversation before. Because I have a couple other people that would like to actually sponsor us.
Yeah.
We just want to make it fair for everybody.
Yeah, I hate for somebody to say $350 to me is a lot of money, and yeah, you got those tag plates with your logo on it, and other people have them too, but man, that's a lot of money, especially for a small guy, in my opinion.
That's a very good question right there, Chris. Absolutely. The points carry with the person, not the car.
Right, but just however, remember this, it is per class, so if you switch classes,
you lose your points.
You'd be out. Yeah,
absolutely. I agree with that 100%. Well, please.
Yeah, Scott, I dropped the ball, Scott, on reaching out to you guys to do that show there where you were. Man, I kept meaning to, and I just didn't reach out. But I wish I had, and I just didn't. But yeah, I mean, I'm down. I never did reach out to the guy I should have for that Wake Dead show.
I did, but by the time I did, it was too late. Yes.
Yeah.
But Scott, me and you are good friends and teammates on the side, so actually reach out to me. We would really love to come do some shows down there.
Yeah. I really backed off because Cortez, I think that's his name. I forget his first name. But so apparently he owns and runs his own org, and I just felt kind of bad about wanting to step out there, at his own shows, So, but we want to be there. Oh, and Scott, just so you know, we just took on Jake Luke is going to be doing shows with us. He lives in like Greenwood, Mississippi, or Greenville, Mississippi. Right.
We're calling you small, Joe.
Right.
You're loud but small.
Yeah. But so anyway, we got somebody a little closer to you now. So there's that. And I'm going to discuss some more tent sponsorship with Kip and them as well. Whenever I go pick up those tents.
We have Andy in the house. What's up, Andy? How are you,
Oh yeah, that's cool. At the Cookie Monster, Andy, right?
The Cookie Monster, Andy. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Right.
Bring it to the lanes. I'm louder than you right now, Joe,
He does have a point.
and have been for the last almost 2 years.
Right.
I'm gonna throw that out there. Love you, Joe, and I know I'm asking for a battle that I can't actually win, but
Right. Brett, we have a hard time getting Jordan on here. Now he came to the house over the weekend. I took some video of him while I was sleeping. If you want me to put that up, I will. But
Hi, Brett.
no, I'm just kidding.
Brett's
Yeah, Jordan likes this live thing a little bit better than I do. So, and he won't come on here.
Jordan likes to be on the other side, so he can comment and say what he wants to, but he won't come on with us.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We're still hunting somebody. Hey, Brett, I've got a good idea, man.
Hey,
You should take my place. Brett, do it, man.
I love Brett. He's my teammate, but no,
He
it's
can
me
do
and
it.
you,
He
boy.
can take my place.
No, we ride or die.
He needs to get off work earlier on Mondays and just do this thing, man. So we are back in man, I should know when this is. Is this Sunday? I don't know. But because we're in listen, let me talk to you. Jordan, I don't think Jordan knows this either. So so this Saturday, I believe, is Amite, Louisiana. So not only we don't have a permit, but we got the police attending with us. We got the police and all the people are going to be there. They're blocking the street off for us. So Bobby Mansfield, if you hear this, he has a place blocked off for you. So if you get that van running, he's got a place by the building. He's ready to cone off for Bobby and his friends, right? Thomas and Chris, I guess probably come in. There's a spot for you guys, and so there's gonna be some kind of a big deal there. I don't know what he told me today, but
Bobby can't beat
we got a lot
Duncan.
going on.
Did I say that out loud? Bobby can't beat Duncan.
I know. I don't think Steve has put that van on the meter since he rebuilt it, but I know what I felt. Yeah. It felt pretty strong.
Before, the build that he had last year hurt you. It 100% hurt you, and the build that he has this year is more towards windy and just having fun with it. But don't get me wrong,
I'm sad in that thing. I'll tell you something. It's got a note that I guarantee you will pressure. Right? So,
hey, I gave Billy that background. Shut up, Joe. No, that's real. Look, I'll just say right there. See?
Right?
The wife's
y'all don't want to see my mess behind this desk, man. I promise you that. And that's the reason I did this whole green screen thing, so I don't have to clean up every time I want to do one of these lives. But yeah. But but Bobby's gotten another couple of decimals. He did a 69, I think, at the show this weekend with a messed up woofer.
Green screen. Yeah, just a little bit. And there's the kicker banner behind it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I think he's doing a 72 now. Yeah, Bobby's build, when I seen it at Scraping, it was hurting people.
Yeah.
Hurting people. I couldn't get in it because it was too hot at that point in time. But it was definitely nasty.
Man. Well, I stood beside Bobby's van the other day. He pulled me up there, and so that I could kind of experience it a little bit, because we didn't even. He got there late. He drove all that way, and we weren't gonna make him unload that thing, right? So we just did it up on the trailer, and this is live on Facebook for you guys that want to go back and look. But yeah, man, he turned it on. I'm telling you, you can't put your body up against his door and listen to it. That ain't happening. It'll beat every part of you down low that you don't want.
Bobby's build is nasty for sure.
Yeah. So yes.
In Biloxi, where's it at?
So at a Met, he said demos were going to be fine. He said that actually the sheriff or whatever is setting up there at the place to take care of y'all.
If you guys want to hear something very nasty, go listen to Bobby's. It really is, honestly.
Well, it's windy. I know that. I
It's
had a hat on.
windy, it'll hurt you.
You ain't keeping a hat on standing at that window.
If he turns it up, you're not going to stay in there, period. I mean, well, unless you're sitting on the edge of the seat and leaning forward. Yeah, you could hold on there. Crawl back into the fucking passenger seat. Oh, sorry, pardon my language. Crawl back in the passenger seat where it'll hurt.
Mm.
It will
Well,
hurt.
now listen. Now I didn't get all the way into Bobby's, and Jordan says he's seen some scores, and Bobby's a little louder. I'm gonna tell you something. When I sat in Stevens at scraping, man, a couple of them notes. I'm glad the song changed, right? If it wasn't
Oh,
for
when you hit the high
if it
note,
wasn't for
it'll
that
hurt.
song changing, I'd been trying to crawl over Dan to get out.
Oh, I actually have that video. Yes, but
Yeah.
no, it is very nasty when he. But compared to last year to this year, and I'm sorry, I love Steven. He's my boy. Last year hurt you. This year is more windy and more demo friendly.
Yeah, I got in it at the Bayou Showdown last year, I think. Anyway, I got in it, and it hurt. It hurts every time, man. And it's pickup, man. The pickup hurts too.
Well, absolutely. Well, Steven's my teammate, so I get a little bit of the insider information
Yeah.
there, as we say. But
That's correct.
it hurts.
Yeah.
Over 60. Yeah. Well, I made this stupid mistake of calling out Joe Price when he
Yeah.
still had the van. I had told him nobody has ever tapped me out. And I egged him on for like 4 months before scraping the coast. And I want to say this was 2018, maybe, I'm not for sure. I got in that van and he turned it up and I held it. And he looked at me surprised and then really turned it up. I got out of that van very quick and hurt all weekend long afterwards. I'll tell
Now,
you that right now.
what did that van pressure?
No, what's that?
What
I
did it
hit
pressure?
you with that 170 at 55 hertz. See? Yeah,
Right.
that was nasty. There's only one other vehicle to this day besides the van that has tapped me out, and that was Death Bounce's wind machine.
Hmm.
And that's because he put me in there and bolted the door shut. And that was not fair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That would not be good. Well, listen, when I was in Jason's vehicle down there, I would literally have tapped out, but nobody could see me and they couldn't hear me for sure. So I just couldn't. But other than that, I'm not tapped out either of anything. But there was a couple of
171 at a Burt.
there was a couple of notes in Steven's van at scraping though. I'm telling you, man, if them things would have been longer, ain't no way I'd have stayed in there.
Oh no, that van is nasty, and I mean it really, really is.
Yeah.
You can't
And Bobby's, I can only imagine, dude. That thing is steel. His interior is steel.
Me and you, yep. I had Brett in there with me. That's right. Brett was in that Death Bounce wind machine. Me and him, and I had antagonized him a little bit as well too. Mine was a stop cabin. You're right about that, Joe. But let's talk
Man.
about
Can you imagine
that
this?
5-minute death match. Joe did that 5-minute death match and stayed above a 170.
Ooh, wow.
Yes.
My
Yeah.
God.
And he kept
That would
turning it up and turning it down and turning it up and turning it down and he just played with it. I want to say that was in Mexico. Yeah, I want to say it was New Mexico probably 3 or 4 years ago now that I think about it.
Man,
Am I right, Joe? Am I wrong with that?
dude. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want none of that.
He was above a 70 and kept turning it up and
I
down,
ain't
up and down, up and down, up and down.
Yeah,
Nasty.
I don't want to.
5-minute death match. It was retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. Nobody can sit in that van.
Yeah.
Not when he truthfully turns it up. Jordan has the van now, and
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, when they turn it up, it hurts.
Yeah.
That's
I,
like the
I'm
most
not.
brutal pain that I've felt. And I mean, I'm not trying to say that I'm somebody by any means, but I've said in that, and it hurt me all weekend long. I mean, Friday night was when he put me in there, and I hurt Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and probably
Mm,
Wednesday. I mean,
wow.
I felt like I had a big girl sitting on my chest, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but I had
Man.
it hurt. It fucking hurt.
Yeah,
Pardon
I
my
bet. Thomas, that came to the show this weekend, he was going to do a twister run, and that's what I'm saying. The guy tapped out, and that was kind of a last straw to us changing this rule. But I was like, man, that's going to be electrifying, because the door was open, you know. Uh, but
Yeah, right, Brett. Look, 38 hertz to 170. It was nasty. Well, he bolted the door shut on us.
wow, man, I wouldn't let somebody do that.
Brett looked at me and was like, "What the fuck, Jimmy?" I said, "You're all right. Just sit there." He was over by the driver's door, and I was in the back. That it
Mm,
hurt. It hurt. I'm telling you right now, this shit hurt. And I know better. I know there's quite a few other bills out there that will just annihilate me, but I'm not stupid enough to get in them.
right.
Well,
Look, I'll be honest,
maybe
man.
sometimes. You got earplugs, Billy. That's not fair.
That's true. I do try to keep my earplugs in. And back at Bayou Showdown, I had them in when I got in Duncan's van. But man, I don't want to get anything other than about a 67, 68. That's enough.
Mm, I don't mind it a little bit.
Depends on that frequency.
I like to feel the limit at some point in time, because I sit in a lot of vehicles all day long, every day, and it's fun. I really do enjoy bass, and I enjoy
Right.
it loud. But
Right.
every once in a while, you gotta, yeah, the earplugs don't help with the stomach. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, there's Bobby right there. Bobby trying to hurt somebody. What up, Bobby?
Right.
He heard his name called.
Yeah. Yeah. We was talking about your van, Bobby.
Randy Wee Jr. Now he has a nasty van down in my area, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Randy. He has like a retarded stunt wall out the back of his van, and I want to say there's 7 or 8 15s in that van, and it's pretty nasty. Uh, yeah, it's Aerostar. I used to crawl on the wall all the time. People used to call me stupid, but I would just get right in the back of his wall and just crawl in that bitch and just let him play it.
Mm. Yeah, I ain't gonna. I don't like really standing in front of stunt walls either. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts worse than the bass.
I wanted to hear Bobby's, and I know Bobby probably would have hurt me, but when I went over there, he was way too hot. It just couldn't happen.
Well, and
That's
I
right.
stood beside it while he gave some demos. I have videos somewhere. I could probably find them. Let me see
Oh,
if I
I
can find them.
watched him just tap people out right and left, just sitting there in the driver's, right on the stoop there.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, you guys ain't even really feeling it. Step back into there, at least a foot or so.
yeah, uh, yeah. I hadn't been
There's
hammered
like
hard so far. I'm
Carlos
thankful.
and Greg, and there was quite a few others at CES last year that really, really wanted to get me in their vehicles, and I just wouldn't do it. I think I stuck Dan Curtin in a couple of them.
Let's
Bolted
see.
that door shut, and Dan was like, "You're an asshole, Jimmy," but I had to.
Hmm. I'm going to. I don't know what this will do. I'll mute it real fast if it uh if it comes on.
Bobby likes hurting people. Look at that. Yes, Greg is retarded. Absolutely. Not to mention, you got to get on the ladder just to get in it. I mean, seriously.
Man, I stood there and got lots of video from Bobby's van.
At Scraping or where?
at Scraping.
Yeah.
I was looking for it, but I'm not finding it. I thought I.
Honestly, I'd have to say I apologize. I don't know who Thomas Parker is.
Yeah, Thomas has got a man. He's the one. Well, he was the last straw. The reason we changed that class up just the other day because he's doing a 60 something at 55 hertz and guy tapped out. So
Thomas will kill you with Katy Perry.
yeah,
The 815s, I got you in, Jimmy. Oh, well, I guess maybe I have seen it. I don't remember. I apologize.
you've seen it. Truck's been around a long time, and he usually comes with Bobby. It's loud, man. It's loud. It's a cracked up double windshield in it right now.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it was a white pickup truck. Actually, I
Yeah,
do
it's got the
remember
camper
that one.
shell
Yes.
on it.
Yes, I do. I apologize. I do remember that now. Yeah, that was nasty. Very nasty.
Yeah, it's loud.
Yep, I remember that, Joe. Or Brett, sorry. Sorry, just trying to read some of the comments here. For a stock cabin at 54 hertz. Wow. That's retarded.
Yeah. Yeah, it's loud. I sat in it like years ago. I'm sure he's done rebuilt it 5 times since then. In Biloxi at a show we used to have right there on 49 at Advanced Audio. And yeah, it hurt.
So, any of you guys got any other feedback or comment about the way we're changing the music classes? I mean, I hate to say it, it has to happen, but I think a lot of the competitors will actually like it.
I hope they do.
I really do, because I think we were hindering their scores by actually having someone hold the mic. Now they can do what they want to do, just like burp classes.
Yeah. Can't believe. I don't know where all my videos are. It's just frustrating. Tell you what happens a lot of time though. You go take video, and you hit the start, or so you think, and then you really didn't take the video.
So, Brett, basically, right now we're at the point where there's just too many loud people actually coming to our organization now, and we cannot safely allow someone to sit in there and get a demo anymore. So we actually are going to change all the music classes to you can put the microphone anywhere you want to. You can put it in the kick, I'm sorry, I say anywhere as long as it's in front of the seat. So all the scores are going to change. They're going to go up. They're going to get louder. Yes, absolutely. If we have someone come up with a decent bracket, can we keep hot seat?
With a decent what?
With a decent bracket.
Oh yeah, you mean as far as yeah. Mm-hmm. I would even. I think it would be okay to. Well, we have to carry around a little doll, but I always like the idea of getting some kind of little stuffed animal or something, installing the sensor in his head, and letting him sit there and take it.
I'll be the doll.
Right?
If you can tap Jimmy out, you're allowed. Sorry, that's not fair. That's not fair. I'm not going to go there.
I'm just having no luck finding video.
Look at different classes. Headrest. No, I don't want to do a headrest score because that's just that's copying somebody else's organization.
Yeah, I would love to do the headrest because I really like Mecca as the way they do it because that makes the most sense to me. But we have Mecca, so
I don't have a headrest.
Hmm?
What are you going to do about that?
What do you mean?
I don't have a head. My headrest is pulled out of the seats. I don't
Oh
have one.
no. Well, then that just make it easier. Hey, that'd be an easy way to place something. Pull a headrest out, stick another headrest that's got the meter made on it. Then you have to have a million different headrests. That's so not a good idea.
Yeah.
But
Every different vehicle has different
yeah,
sizes, so that wouldn't
but
work.
yeah, it doesn't matter if you don't actually have the headrest. Uh, just
Just
slide
one
it
hole is you could
in.
slide it in and hold the meter.
Yeah. But then again, a lot of it's like when you sit something in there, it kind of some of these vehicles shake, so it wouldn't be very still. That's something we could come up with something for sure if we wanted to. Be something else to carry around.
I'm telling you still got Paul's blow up doll. I'm not gonna use a blow up doll. That's not gonna happen. It's funny,
Right.
but no. I don't think my wife would find that very amusing. What if I have race seats with no headrest? See, that's why we're not trying to do that because we don't want to go with all them different rules and all that other stuff. So,
Well, I like the headrest fine, man. That does change everything because we do in front of the front seat location. But
but
like I
what
said,
about Steve though? I mean, Steve says I have race seats with no headrest.
right, but it's the area that you're talking about. It's not necessarily at the. I mean, it is, but you can guess where a headrest would be. That's not really that's never not the problem.
Randy, my next show will be August 14th. I want to say it's at Jefferson City.
Right. Listen, I looked in there. Listen, we're talking about Saturday again, and Thomas was doing that twister run. Now Thomas was sitting in there too. Okay, now he wasn't over on the hot seat side, let's say, but yeah, man, he's like, I'll do it. He's like, I won't tap out. I'm good. I'll do it. I mean, I started to do it, but I'm like, nah. And Jordan spoke up, said he'd do it. But anyway, so the guy got in there, and I'm watching, and I moved the camera over because I wanted to watch him hurt, and he started doing that.
That's why I always tried to tell people it when it comes to that class, you have to find somebody that's not going to tap out. If you tap out,
Right, because
that screws your score.
this is what happened. He was doing fine that first time, and then so Jordan was going to do it, right? And he couldn't get it going. I think it turned out he wound up maybe messed a sub up. But so that's the reason I want to change the rule. Really, is because he didn't, and we stopped him. It's not his fault. And
it wasn't fair.
Right.
Absolutely.
I did. It wasn't this show, but Virgil Williams. He showed up at a show one time, and I had set the meter wrong in his class. I set it on average instead of peak. And he's sitting there. He's a Burt. He's probably a 60 hertz Burt, and it's like going up slow, and he's looking at it like crazy. I'm like, oh man. When I figured out what happened, then his voltage was gone.
Yeah.
And he did a 72 instead of a 73. But
well, see, it's not just about me, Aurora. It actually has to be fair for everybody because we've got, I want to say 4 or 5 different areas now where there's going to be more shows being held. So, I mean, you're talking across 15, 20 different states right now where we got to be able to have people that won't tap out. And I mean, as rare as some people is.
Yeah.
It's just hard to find.
Think about this, man. Think about this. Think about if I'm going to use Carlos, for example, because somebody reached out in respect to his van for our Vegas show, wanting to know rules and stuff. Man, Carlos ain't nobody going to sit over in that spot. Not live through it.
As long as he leaves the door open, I'll sit in there.
If you get over in that corner,
I did.
It's over.
I did last year 2 years ago with Dan. That's before that's probably 15 rebuilds from now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but no, not happening. That's retarded. That shit hurts. And I would not expect or ask of anybody to sit in that.
Right. He does that with a single 18 and a Volkswagen Rabbit.
Ouch.
I think it's 60 something hertz.
Billy, you should put your bill on the awards. Well, he needs to finish his bills, Jordan, before he can
I
do
got
that.
started, yeah. Right. I used to have my 1212 enclosure on one of them, but I just thought everybody else's looked a little better. So, dang, there's Dan. I ain't seen Dan in a long time, man.
Mr. Dan Current in the house.
Right.
So, Dan, we changed some rules up. Now you have to come running the classes now.
You know, I would think Dan would like those classes.
He won't because it's got a meter.
But I read today that he's winning no matter what. Right?
Dan
That's why he don't need to win in the lanes.
Winning.
Right. He's like Donald Trump, getting tired of winning, right? Just wins all the time. Ain't that what he said?
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, okay, Jordan was talking about a different build.
Look at Dan. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Back to you.
Right?
No, we still got your demo dominator class. Don't worry.
Right.
But there's a gray Tahoe I heard that's coming for that class. You might have Mama run it.
Mm-hmm.
Sit out there and demo all day long and show Dan what that stunt wall can't do.
Right.
I know he's sitting there cussing me out right now, like, Jimmy, you're. No.
Oh, he just mean, isn't he?
He said Neil's Tahoe. It used to be. It got louder since I owned it. I actually turned it up and broke a windshield. Neil's my boy, though. I love Neil. Thank you for an amazing vehicle, Neil and John Grimm. But it's got more. It's coming. It's coming. That's all I'm going to say. It's coming. Oh, wow. Look at Will up in here.
Right.
That's another loud Crossfire build.
Man.
When Will gets there and gets it up and running, it is very nasty. I quit because Billy's not coming to see me. He wants to take
you be careful what you ask for, Dan.
He wants that pool table.
I'm going to get some baskets tomorrow morning. I'm leaving here probably around 4:00, and then after that I'll be rounding the country delivering some more of these things. Right, so.
I know our red S10 is coming for Demo Dominator. Okay, bring it. We like that competition. Someone needs to be Dan. I just got my vehicle back with the new motor and everything, Will. That poor guy had a little bit of motor issues last year or this year.
Jamie got his trophies, huh?
Finally, I can get my trophies. No, actually, he's waiting on them.
Oh, right.
Sorry. Yes.
Jamie's is downstairs too. And they were at Slamology. I didn't know.
Yes.
Michael Larson reached out to me.
Jamie was not at Slamology.
Yeah, he was.
They were at, or no, Slam, yes, they were. Not at Scrapewood, sorry. I was thinking.
Right. But I brought Michael Larson's to him at Slamology, and I could have brought theirs. But I didn't know they were going to be.
Larson's not loud. His mom is loud.
Right.
Night, Jordan. See you tomorrow.
Jordan, send me a file. I ain't got his stuff from this weekend yet.
From this weekend, yeah.
For the graphics.
So, Will, when are we going to get you to come up here to a couple of my shows? Jordan said he'll send them to you. Obviously, you've seen that. Right,
Yeah. Well,
Jordan?
but I won't be back till, so it'll be a little bit before I get done. But because I'm gonna go up there tomorrow, and then we're actually meeting. I'm gonna try to slip in up there. I'm gonna try and get there to where I can kind of watch their live from the back, see if they'll let me in the door, and just kind of see how to do it, see what equipment they got, kind of stuff. Just kind of tiptoe in, uh, and then we're gonna meet on Wednesday morning, and then so Wednesday I'll be coming back. So Thursday sometime I'll be back.
Well,
I
thank you,
want to
Greg.
eat.
I appreciate that. I know, right? Me and Billy don't get to eat on Mondays. It's like,
All
damn it.
right.
Click, 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 food. Eh.
Right.
Next year, I will be running music after DB Drag.
We've so Joe had a good idea. Joe Price had a good idea for a class, and we talked about it. We'll do that, and I bet Steve would be one of the guys that'd be interested in that.
What's that?
It'd be like a just a kind of a wide open class, as in like you can push it. It ain't no rules. Just how loud can you make something? Like just outside your mind. Got to think outside the box. Not port wars, but say the meter's got to be a foot from your enclosure or from the opening or something like that, and let her rip.
By the way, you have that ruby I left it on your fridge.
Hey, Jordan, I had that for breakfast, man. That was nice. Right?
Well, maybe for you.
It was nice.
I don't. I don't eat that stuff. Dan.
No doubt.
Still need the team award first. I'm sure I do. There is no team award. I don't know what you're talking about. We only do team award one time a year, Eric. Only one time a
Yeah.
year we do a team award.
So let me and we haven't told him about this, and this was actually Jordan's idea. But so we're gonna take a few of the bigger shows a year, and let the people form like 3 or 4 or 5 man teams, whatever, and whatever, and add all their scores up, and the loudest team kind of thing wins. Just at a few of the bigger shows or so.
Okay. So what's about the Power Wheel class? We have a Power Wheel class actually right now.
It's called Baby Boomer, but
Yes,
it's
sir.
for kids now. If you're an adult, you gotta stick with cars.
Yeah, absolutely. You can build it, but they have
Yeah.
to have it and run it. I had one actually two weekends ago.
Yeah, I put that on the graphic. Yeah.
It was amazing. It was my first one. It was pretty cool. Eric, if you're talking about trophies from the show we did up with Paul, Paul has all the awards. You're an ass, Dan. I love you, but you're an ass.
Right.
That's funny. Oh yeah, you're right. She did. That's right. At 712, it was her daughter that ran that in the lanes. I couldn't remember her names, and I apologize for that. I don't want to see a 1-year-old running Power Wheels. Keep that out of here. Well, I mean, I agree with that to an extent, Drew.
Yeah.
Drew Jones in the house, everybody. Baseaholics.
Yeah, it's okay if they run it. We know they're not going to build it, but it's okay as long as they operate it. That's what I want to see them operating.
How does Demo Dominator work? Demo Dominator works. We will pick out 3 random judges per show and let them come get a demo. We're not going to tell you who they are because that's not fair. And you're just going to have to give everybody that comes up this demo. And at the end of the day, they're going to have a score between 1 and 10, and they'll let us know what your score is, and we'll
We
add
change
up
that
the scores.
between 1 and 100.
You do 1 and 100? I only do 1 through 10 to make it
Yeah,
easy.
change it to 1 and 100. We're doing 1 to 100.
Bobby
Trust me,
is not
it will
allowed.
eliminate some ties.
Dan.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
So Bobby, the guy they met, Rick, says that he's got a spot for you and your van blocked off by the building to do what you want to do. So he's planning on you coming. So you need to fix that thing this weekend. I think Jordan said it was Sunday.
I think it's Sunday, yes, sir. I'm so glad to be back live on all of our accounts and make this run nice and smooth.
Yeah.
We've had above 30 people watching us probably most of the show. We're down to 20.
Till about right now, yeah.
We're at 28 right now, but
Yeah.
because I'm
And
talking.
I see some people are still on YouTube. That's cool because I like YouTube now since Facebook was ugly to me.
Well, it just shows 28 viewers, so I don't know if that's showing from Facebook, from YouTube, or what.
I think it's from everybody, but I don't know. I don't really know. I just push play and we'll see how it works. Amit's Saturday.
And Biloxi is Sunday. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not stupid. I just scheduled all these like
a year ago.
And actually, I didn't even schedule the Biloxi one. Jordan handled all of that. So
I feel bad because people would come up and ask me, when's my next show? And I'm like, please go on the event page and look. I mean, because you know it as well as I do. I'm not scheduling a year out as well as you are right now, but I do have shows scheduled. But it's hard to remember all them dates, all them times, everything. Just go on the Base Words page, look under events, and it will show you everything from Billy's region to my region to Jordan's to all the new people that we have coming on. It will actually show you all these shows that we have.
Yeah.
At least the ones that are scheduled. There's still a couple upcoming events that sneak in every once in a while, but you have to just kind of keep track of that, I guess I want to say.
Yeah. And also, we're talking about those shows, but I need to tell you that I'm going to be in Montgomery, I think, this weekend.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's Montgomery. A car and truck show up there. It should be pretty big. I think it's going to be pretty big for car audio there in the I guess the middle to North Alabama area. But yeah, it's called the almost have it. The Greater Alabama Showdown in Montgomery, Alabama. And another guy that's going to start running shows with us or for us, however you want to look at it, is DJ. And he's going to come up there with me or meet me there, and I'm going to put him in the driver's seat, and he's going to kind of run that one.
Dan O'Brien's going to come on with us as well.
Dan O'Brien, yeah, that's right.
He's going to start helping up in the farther regions where I can't get.
Yeah. We got Jake Luke is now going to be doing in the North Mississippi, Arkansas, Middle Mississippi, I guess, anywhere around there. A lot of those areas. Probably a little bit more Tennessee. Yeah.
Hey, DJ.
Yep, there's DJ right there. So Yeah, Bobby. So they're blocking the street off in front of the place. It's going to be a big deal. So it's something I think you'll want to do. Ricky told me he's blocking the street off, and he just says it's just not going to be a problem. I talked to him today.
Amazing. Amazing. I was really sad that I didn't get to go to that show last weekend, Rob's Call Out. I really wanted
Yeah.
to go. I had a good show, and I'm not going to complain about that. Thank you guys for
All right.
supporting me, but I really wanted to go to Rob's Call Out.
Yeah, it was a fun show, man. It was a fun show. I think, and Jordan would know better than me. Everybody's better with numbers than I am, but I think we had 30 something competitors, but there was probably uh, there was probably 100 base cars there. I would think. I could be wrong about that. Could be a little less, but we had some vendors there. We had 4 orgs there. Mecha came, DB Drag came, Iaska came, and then we were there. I don't know how the other orgs did. I kind of hoped that we would get a few of those other org competitors, and I'm sure they were probably thinking the same thing. And I think they did get somebody. We didn't have anybody try us new that weren't just new in general and come to Rob's show. But like from the other orgs, we didn't have anybody try us. I was kind of bummed about that.
Yes,
36.
Jordan, I am. 36 entries.
Yeah, that's cool.
I still got the biggest show yet.
How many was it?
77.
Dang. I thought one of y'all had an 82.
I'm sorry, yeah, it was 82. Jordan
Was
said
it?
the 77. I did the 82. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Jordan blew me out the water with that 77, and I
Right.
was like, "Damn, come on, guys!"
And
then
that's in Lafayette where he does that. And man,
yeah,
that's a lot of people, man.
and then 712, boom, yep, absolutely taken. It was 80.
That's where it was 82, right?
81 or 82 competitors, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
entries. We
Yeah,
had, I think it was 51 competitors, but we had 81 or 82 entries in all the different classes.
And I'm gonna remind y'all that probably 3 years ago, I sat in Slidell, Louisiana, with one guy, one entry. Next time, I had 2 or 3. I've been to places with 0 entries. Oh my God! Still to this day, I go to South Florida. The Made of Steel, I had a decent show, but most of the time I'm in between 15 and 20 entries. It's getting better, but yeah.
I think I had my smallest show this weekend. I only had, I think it was like 18 or 19 entries. And that was probably my smallest show I've had year to date. Well, actually, period.
Yeah.
I think the first show I had when you came down here, it was actually really, really big. That was 2 years ago.
50 something.
Yeah.
50 something.
So
I could be wrong though.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so it's growing up. That's cool.
It is. It's amazing, and we appreciate all your guys' love and support. We couldn't be where we're at without you guys. Period.
That's for real. That's big. I'll tell you something else, and I don't really ever say it real publicly because it's pretty obvious, but Kicker helping us out with those tents, man. That's a big help too. Y'all, those things are expensive. The setup like Jimmy and Jordan has, it's like $2,100. And somebody else's, Chet, left one with Chet Teal out in Midland, Texas. He hadn't started having shows yet, but he's got one. And so, man, they really help us. That's that and the meters is our biggest expenses. So, shout out to them for helping us with that.
Well, I wish Jimmy I've had 5 or 6 shows. Jordan, that's because you're amazing and everybody loves to come out and see you. I mean, seriously. Yeah,
we in some areas that are not very populated. we have some pretty small shows sometimes. And I tell you something else. We have shows where we have a lot of people and then they just don't run.
Well,
We had a show in Vicksburg the other day, or the other week or two ago, and Jordan said there was probably 30, 40 cars, but he only had like 10, 12 people run. I don't remember how many, but it was a very low number. So we're kind of disappointed about that.
thank you, Bobby.
Yeah, man, definitely thank you. Yeah, that's true, man. That's right, man. It irritates me that, man. I guess I shouldn't go on that soapbox, but folks just rather let our sport die, than do stuff. And man, it irked me. And so here we are. You know what I mean?
Billy has been at this for what, 7, 8 years now?
No, it's not like that. But I put it in the rule book. I put her history in that guidebook, if you will. But I think it was 2016 I run that first competition. 2015 I started having meet and greets. But yeah, man, I sat on a lot of parking lots, man. I don't even know. I mean, I quit counting. But one year I did 70 something shows right by myself before you come on. 70 shows, dude.
And I can honestly say we all appreciate your diehard commitment, and if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be where we're at today.
Right.
And everybody needs to remember that and show Billy love, because.
Well, I think in our area we wouldn't have a lot going on, but in your area, y'all just still be running Midwest.
Yeah, well,
which is fine. I like that org, and
I do
and I
too.
met him. He seemed kind of nice.
We don't hate on any other orgs. That's the best thing I can honestly say about us is we're not that person. We're not that organization. We're not going to throw flags. We're not going to throw, oh, well, you can't do that here, but you can do that here. You guys know what the rules are. You know what's what. And we're just here to have fun. And that's the best part about this organization is we bring the fun back to the lanes.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something. A lot of you guys probably don't know this, but we don't charge hosts to have shows, right? But we're supposed to change that. It's not that we're going to charge to have shows, but if we go to a show that they're paying all the other orgs to be there, we're going to get paid to be there too.
That happens to a lot of my shows, but
because what happens is we show up, we only get money on runs, and the other guys are starting $500 to $1,500 ahead of us already. We leave going in the hole, and they leave with cash in their pocket, which is fine. I mean, I'm not complaining, but if we're there by ourselves, we at least have the potential to get or enough money, hopefully to take care of us. But if we have to split it between 4 or 5 orgs, then
that's no different than look at my show. A month and a half ago when I was in Oklahoma, I was in the red. I didn't make enough money to cover my hotel, my gas, my anything.
Right.
But we still brought it up there because we know that sometimes you're not going to make money at shows. So, we realize that. But, we're not here to where we have to come out of our pockets to make money. I mean, let's be true. When it comes right down to it, if Billy has to come out his pocket for the rest of the next 3 or 4 years, this organization is not going to be where it's at.
Well,
we have to appreciate.
Just to be clear, man, we're not. If they're not paying any orgs, we don't want no money either, right? I'm just saying, if we want to be fair, we want to be fair, and if we're trying to just bank on entries, which is what I like, it's hard to split up. It's hard to split, let's say, 50 competitors that might show up or, whatever, amongst 4 people. And let's take those 4 or 5 orgs, man. On an average of $25 or $30, that's $100, $150 a competitor would have to spend to run in all the orgs. And that's a hard pill for a lot of them to swallow. Now, I decided to do this. We had a we had a show planned to do in Shreveport, and they brought in
Wow, look at that. Did you see what
USAC.
Steve said?
Wow. Yeah. See, you give me $2,000, $2,500, I'm gonna give you a steak dinner and go run.
I was gonna, yeah, I was gonna say
Right.
I'm gonna give you a little bit more than the trophy at that price. But
Right.
I mean, no, I mean, we don't want to
Yeah.
be them people. We don't want to charge you, but
Yeah.
at that
Our little
point,
local shows,
really,
we're not going to charge for those. We're not going to do
no,
it. But
no,
the bigger shows, if we got to split competitors and it don't work, like I was saying, it's at Shreveport, we have an average of 15 to 20 competitors over there. And they brought USAC in for that show. And I was like, man, it's one thing if it's me, because I'm investing in a company to try to spread it, you know. And but Jordan was going up there, and I'm like, man, if Jordan has 10, let's say, if that gets split in half, that's going to cost him, man. So I'm like, I don't. So I can't do that. I mean, we're not going to do that. So,
hey, Michael.
but for the most part, we still won't charge. But if other orgs are going to get paid, then we'll get paid too.
Well, and that's where I've actually got to the point where I flat out will tell everybody, like the Oklahoma shows, the shows that are like 4.5 hours, maybe 5 hours for me, we don't charge at all. But if you guys want to be nice and donate a little money towards my hotel room or my gas, that would be well appreciated. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but there's been one or two shows where I've actually reached out to a couple people and told them, look, I'm there. I will do everything I can to be there. And, I don't charge for the show and I will not charge for a show. But,
Well,
out of
that's
the
the
kindness
reason.
of your heart, if you want to reach out and give me a little bit of money, I would appreciate it because I'm probably not going to make no money. I've
Well,
I've been that way. Well, and
yeah.
Tegan says that generator. Look, the last 712 Boom show, there was 4 different organizations there. I don't know what they all made or what they didn't make, but the only thing I asked from Tegan was for a generator so I could keep my wife happy and my dogs because I took my dogs with
Right.
me. But I mean, it's do more Kansas City shows, Bill. I will. I try to split up the shows where I'm not in the same spot all the time. But the Kansas City shows are a little bit harder to do because no one is willing to find locations. And that's hard, because they want me to have a show, but they don't want to put in the footwork for me to have that show. So if you're hollering at me and say, hey Jimmy, have a show September 15th, but you don't have anything set up, you don't have the NORS ordinance set up or the permits or everything else you need, I'm sorry, I'm not going to invest my time and my money to come all the way out to a show that's going to get shut down. And
Right.
that makes a big difference with Billy and me as well. I've got to the point where I have actually told people, if you want me to have a show, make sure you have the location, the date, the time, and everything set up so I can have that show and not get shut down. Because if I come out there for an hour and a half and get shut down because of noise ordinance or anything else, not that I'm saying it's not worth my while because I love you guys and appreciate all of you, but at some point in time, I have to look at I'm spending more money than I'm bringing in.
Yeah,
And
but I tell you what, that's why if you notice, and I know you guys don't have the map like I do, where I got the people, but that's why I'm trying to put everybody like about 8 hours apart so they can go 4 hours in any direction. At 4 hours, you can get up and leave at 6 a.m., be somewhere at 10, set up at 11, doing business, and finish around 5, picked up by 6, and home by 10. So 4 hours is about all I would hope any of the Base Wars guys would drive, and they do more than that sometimes. But that's just what we're doing until we can grow, and that's why we're adding more people, But so hopefully we'll get enough people added where we don't have to travel as much. And I don't count because we don't have anybody in South Florida, so I go down there long distance, and I've came up and done one while Jimmy come down here, but for the most part, about 4 hours from where any of them live is all I really want them to have to travel. And that's stretching it, to be honest with you.
we'll have more shows at Joe's Pawn Shop, Chris. For
Is
Laugh
that
Out
the
Loud.
one? Is that the spot that I went to?
I want to say
Little
that
Joe's?
was the second show I had up here, I believe, at Joe's Pawn Shop. Yes,
I
sir.
came to one.
Yeah,
I-
it was the
Where
first.
was
or
the very first show? Where was
I
the
think-
very first show we did?
It might have been Joe's Pawn Shop. I can't remember.
I think it was.
Yes.
I think it was. That's the one we had the Ghostbuster vehicles come.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that was Joe's Pawn Shop. Yeah. So, I mean, I can definitely have shows up there, but I mean, at some point in time, we've got to split it up.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, because
that
if
right.
I keep having shows in Missouri, I'm not going to have all the competitors. And, you know, it was Joe's Pawn Shop. Okay, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
There was I've had 2 shows there. I've had more than 2 shows, Chris. I want to say I've had 3 or 4 shows at Joe's Pawn Shop.
Yeah, I have been to 2 at that spot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Motorsports. Yeah, we had the one out in Independence. Dan's right about that one. It was at man, I can't even think of the name of the show. It was a motorsports something. It was that car and truck show out in Independence that we was at in the parking lot. You came to that one, Billy. I think whatchamacallit came with you, actually.
Yeah, that was at the tractor place.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right next to the wheel. The wheel place was actually the one that we
Yeah.
was involved with. Yeah. Yeah.
I want to
Well,
say
all righty, sir. I need to go vacuum out a vehicle for my ride. I ain't riding no dirty vehicle.
no. I got to keep my vehicle.
Right?
Absolutely.
I
Mine's
didn't
in
get
the
it done
shop.
before this because I was fighting with cameras. But
I just put mine in the shop. I'm
You
gonna be
what?
driving a base ride all weekend or all week.
what happened to your pickup? It wasn't the fuel system, I
No.
hope.
It was some dumb person that kept running into a wall.
Mm.
That was me. It actually was hit once. Somebody left a note on it that said sorry. And then the week afterwards, I didn't pay attention to them fabulous beep, 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 beep meters that are in the back and kept going and smacked a wall.
Dang.
So,
Dang.
yeah.
Hey, does yours have the one where the people, when they go to turn in front of you and you kind of time it to where you're kind of close and it really yells at you? Does yours do that?
Screams at me, yes.
Yeah.
Or you
What?
get somebody to walk in front of your bumper at a crosswalk and it's like, beep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's right. Well, all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in with us, and I guess we're happy to be back on Facebook, even though I ain't really too happy about Facebook, but I guess it's easier for everybody.
Thank you,
Screw them
guys.
for doing what they
Appreciate
did
it.
to me. I didn't do nothing wrong. Right. So look, so we'll see you guys. I'm gonna try and go and live stream the show in Montgomery. I'm gonna try to do some video there and maybe live stream that. So I don't know. I think it's Saturday.
Saturday.
I think it's
Yeah.
Saturday. I think it's Saturday.
That's
So yeah. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in with us, and we'll see y'all next week.
Thank you.